Hello there, and welcome to the Tristan channel. And as you know, I like to do some Marvel things as well as other things, and because in a way, because it's a Tristan channel, it's basically kind of like a, random entertainment, as it were, kind of thing, like a TV channel. You get different programs about different sort of things. So anyway, I wanted to cover today, go over an article about. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I've been drinking coffee. About the latest Doctor Strange film. I'm not sure if you've seen the trailer, but it looks epic. Multiverse of Madness. There's going to be different cameo roles, etc. in there, and there's going to be apparently what do you call it? A cameo from Tom Cruise, because years was it for Robert? I can't. We're not sure what the circumstances were. We can't. There's various different reasons and stuff, but basically he was set to get the job, or he was one of the first choices to play Iron Man, but Robert Downey Jr. got the job. So obviously, due to that background, they then got him to play a variant in the latest Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness film. So let's hop to it. A new image circulating on social media sites, supposedly to be from a set of Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, has left the MCU fandom divided. It is blurry and low resolution, but many believe it shows Tom Cruise in a motion capture suit. That should be motion capture suit, and that is, well, you could put motion capture, but but not everyone would like. Motion capture can mean loads of things apart from being in a suit. Anyway, and that he is saying an alternative reality version of Tony Stark. The person in the image does resemble Cruise and sports a beard that is consistent with Tony Stark of both comics and films, but it could also be fake too, a creation from scratch. Although they did say there's a guy who's notorious for getting his leaks right and stuff, and he also leaked. I think he also leaked. Was it the Arrowverse, the Flash costumes and that backstage stuff on that, onto his on the Twitter. I'm not sure it's the same guy, but anyway, this guy's notorious for getting it right. He was also right about Garfield and all that lot, apparently. So, and he also did the Garfield. Was it blue screen stage photos which people said were fake, but it wasn't. It turned out to be at the end of the film. I can even play skip on it. Pardon me. I've had some digestive biscuits as well. The bit where he's talking to the other two Peter Parkers, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, he's like sort of holding onto the railing. That's actually in the film, so it turned out to be true, that one. So anyway. However, not everyone is convinced. One user wrote, "It doesn't match the suits they wore on set. Also, lighting on his face doesn't match his body." Moth Culture, possibly the first image of Tom Cruise on the set of Iron Man 2 motion capture for his Iron Man. So you can't really see it. Well, I have to go on the main article to see it, but it does look like, but mind you, it's got the lines and stuff on it. So I mean, I put the copy of the image anyway on the before, as in my videos, I put like images up before the main video, so you'll see the photo. But yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a fucking jumpsuit or a sports suit you wear out. It just looks odd because it's got patches and stuff on it. One of us said they don't want to see anybody else in the Iron Man suit, not even Cruise. I know I'm late to the panic, but you don't ever show us Tom Cruise playing Iron Man. I'd rather not see Tony Stark ever again, the tweet read. While the image might indeed be bogus, we have seen in recent past that even blurry looking leaked pictures purporting to be from movies may end up revealing the truth, i.e. Spider-Man No Way Home. There's a trailer to Multiverse Madness. As the title, Multiverse Madness, as the title suggests, the Benedict Cumberbatch starrer Multiverse of Madness, of course, deals with the multiverse and at the least includes a darker, more evil version of Doctor Strange, Strange Supreme. Well, he's not actually evil, actually. He's just misguided. he actually, pardon me, and he actually redeemed himself in a series What If, which oddly enough, as mentioned here, similar to one we saw. No, it was a What If, but he redeemed himself in that series. So technically, there could be another Tony Stark. Spider-Man: No Way Home, the most recent MCU film, also had two other Spideys, played by Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, crossing over to MCU. And interestingly, Cruise was approached to essay Tony Stark before Robert Downey Jr., but he passed the opportunity. He didn't think it would work. Oh, okay, there's a reason. In 2005, he told IGN, "It's not happening, not with me, no. They came to me at a certain point, and when I do something, I want to do it right. If I commit to something, it has to be done in a way that I know it's going to be something special," and it was lining up. It just doesn't feel to me like it was going to work. I need to be able to make decisions and make the film as great as it can be, and it doesn't just go down that road. And it just didn't go down that road that way. Which is funny because look what it did for Robert Downey Jr. So, if Cruise is indeed saying Tony Stark, even for a cameo, would be great. A great wink to the casting that did not happen. The artists among Marvel fans have often used their imagination to put on paper how Cruise would have looked in the role. Perhaps in a parallel universe, Cruise did become Iron Man, but the Mission Impossible franchise is likely languishing and ended after 2 or 3 films. Is that it? That's it. Yeah, there's also rumours that he was going to be, what do you call it? Iron Man Supreme, who was said to have 3 Infinity Stones, and also have Thanos' head in pickled in a jar. So yeah, to be fair, I mean, over the years, I was not really. I think I'm not. I don't know. I had mixed. I'm like, my views about Tom Cruise were changing like the weather. To be fair, in my heart of hearts, I got nothing against the guy. There's no, and I don't particularly dislike the guy. You know, so but it would be interesting to see. Robert Downey Jr. said he didn't want to return as actual Iron Man. And so, I mean, there's nothing stopping Robert Downey Jr. coming as like a recording or a holographic projection. That's like, especially if he's left messages for his daughter and stuff. But he said he doesn't want to come back in the films because it spoil the ending of his character in Endgame. You know, that sacrifice of, I am Iron Man, bang, and that's it. That big climax. So, and he didn't want to ruin he didn't want to ruin the magic to that. So he didn't want to come back to do Iron Man, which is a shame because he could have come back as a variant of Iron Man. I would have thought maybe what happens if they found a variant of Iron Man where they lost to Thanos and he's just sat on a pile of same events, everything, but except they lost Endgame and he's lost everything. Because that way they could have gave him a new home, which is the Prime Universe, and he could have taken over that position. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So, or an evil one. I don't know. But then again, if you want to replace him, I mean, they're not saying they're going to replace him with Tom Cruise. It's more he's just doing a cameo for that film. But depending on how that goes, I don't know. If you were to bring back Iron Man, and especially if you're going to try and keep it canon, it'll have to be a variant that comes in, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think of this new information. Even though they say fans are divided, I think I've got a strong feeling in my bones it's going to happen. Because there's also been leaked concept art that kind of confirms the rumours. There's a picture of not Strange Supreme Iron Man with a remote control. Looks like he's turning off the Ultron units because Doctor Strange gets brought in to be presented before Professor X. He's got handcuffs on, and he's been escorted by 2 Ultron droids. So, because in that universe, was the Supreme Ironman, the variant that Tom Cruise will be playing in that universe, Ultron worked. If that makes sense. So, and however, he's slightly more selfish. He's still doing it for the original motives he was making weapons for. If it makes sense, there's a slight difference of attitude or whatever. So anyway, yeah. So let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, I'm looking forward to this film anyway. And like I said in my other videos, I'm only concerned that these cameos don't overshadow Doctor Strange, because it is his film. I mean, it's like with Spider-Man, they had Doctor Strange through quite a bit of it, and then for the rest of the bit, it was all down to Spider-Man for that film, to save the day, because it's his story. So I hope he didn't get too overshadowed. You know what I mean? I hope they don't go overboard with it, sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to Multiverse of Madness? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks again for watching. If you like the video, hit the like. And hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on the uploads. And if you haven't already, then please subscribe. And I'll love you forever. Until next time, folks. Take care. Bye bye.